Hey guys, this is Dan here. I want to do a quick review for you of the Bethlehem Olivewood Cutoffs package from Penn State Industries. This is sold as a 1-pound off-cut package of Bethlehem Olivewood sections. And here's how the package comes. And I am going to open it up, take it apart, and show you what's in it. So as I think I mentioned, this is sold as a 1-pound package rather than the amount of blanks that you get in the package. And I actually, out of curiosity, put the whole package on the scale, wrapped up as I just showed you, and it's exactly 1 pound with the certificates and the wrapping and all that. So I guess that's how they weigh it. I've not weighed past packages to see if they're that or not. This particular package has 13 blanks in it. And before I get to the blanks, I want to mention what else is in the package. We have a bunch of these gold stickers that say Bethlehem, made in Bethlehem, Holy Land. I throw these right in the trash personally. I do not use them. It comes with a stack of certificates of authenticity as well. I actually like these the best of any that I've seen commercially. But I have my own made with my logo and things on them because I do a lot of Bethlehem Olivewood. But I actually really like these otherwise, so you get a bunch of them in the package as well. This particular group, and this is the third or fourth package of these that I've ordered over the last couple of years. Again, I do a lot of Bethlehem Olivewood, and this is a great way to get short blanks. Now these are all shorts. None of these blanks are 5 inches. So you're going to have a really hard time getting a double tube pen out of any of these. It's probably not going to happen. But if you like making single tube pens, and I do quite a few of them myself, then this is a great package for that. And so I'm going to talk about the lengths, and then I'll get into the figure of the wood then after that. The longest blanks here in this particular package, and I believe as I think back that this is pretty par for the course as far as size and figure with these packages, but the longest blanks are 4.5 inches long, and there's a few of those, and then they taper down, and the shortest blank is 3 inches, and there's a few 3-inch blanks here as well. Now the pens, the single tube pens that I like to make in Bethlehem Olivewood are the Zen, which is a magnetic cap rollerball. I do quite a few of those. And here's a Zen tube that I use for size, and it'll easily fit these all the way down to there. So all of these, the vast majority of these, will work with a Zen rollerball pen, which is a pretty good length tube. I also like to make in Olivewood the magnetic vertex. I don't make a lot of these in other woods, but I sell them pretty consistently. Magnetic vertex rollerball with Bethlehem Olivewood. And I have a tube here for that. Any of these will work for the magnetic vertex rollerball pen that I make. Also, I make Sierra style pens of various kinds. This is the Monarch from Signature Pen Supply, and it has the little crosses on the center band, which I think pair well with the Bethlehem Olivewood. But it's the same size tube as the various Sierra styles, and again, they'll all fit every one of these blanks for that kind of pen. So as far as what you can get out of it, you're not going to get a double tube pen, and because of the figure in Bethlehem Olivewood, I don't recommend trying to put two shorts together to make a double tube pen. It's best just to go with a single tube pen in my experience. Now as for the figure in the Bethlehem Olivewood, which is a big question for me. Personally, Bethlehem Olivewood that's not figure, doesn't have prominent grain in it, I don't really want to use it because the pens that I make, I want to really kind of stand out and have that prominent grain figure in them. And these overall are pretty good as far as the figure goes. See if I can stand them up there and give you a little bit of a look at some of them. Now the trick with Bethlehem Olivewood is that sometimes you can see when you look at it, it's got a lot of figure maybe on one side or one end, but that's not always really a great indicator of a good piece of olive wood. And sometimes actually the sides don't give you the best indication. what I like to do is look at the ends. And you can see on the end of that when you see some pretty prominent grain lines, but then you want to flip it over and look at the other end. And in this case, we see good grain lines on both ends, which means that we have some really nice figure going all through the blank. So that one is definitely a winner in that regard. And a lot of these are really pretty good. Again, I'll just kind of show you some of the ends, and you can see that they've got pretty good grain running through all of them. Now, other times you'll see a blank like this. You can see it's plain on a couple sides, and then it's got figure on one side. So you look at the end here of this one, and that's really nice. It's got some really dark lines. But then you look over at the other end, and you see it's only got a line on the one side. And as you sort of analyze the blank, you can see where the good stuff, the good grain is running. And so sometimes a blank that looks really nice is only kind of partially nice. So you might want to take a shorter pen that's just in a small section and take that out of it. So this particular package I think is actually maybe even a little bit better than average. There's some really nice figure and some. Again, here's an example of really awesome grain on that side, but then on this side not so hot, just on the end there. And so you can see as you take in the whole picture what happens with it. But these are not really like poorly figured woods. It's not woods that are rejected as far as the figure goes, but probably when they cut up the blanks that they use for for selling them at full price. And if you've looked at Olivewood, you know it's not really cheap. It's $2 to $3 a blank is really usually the best you can find around them. I usually have the full-size blanks sent directly from Israel from various sellers that I've used on eBay or the Facebook groups. But for single tube pens, this is really, I think, a good value. It goes for $12.95 from Penn State Industries, and you get a good yield out of it. Typically, I might have, out of a set like this of 13, I might have 4 that are really just not figured enough for me, and so I pass them on or do something else with them. But even the result there is still not bad. In this case, I will use this probably maybe only 1 or 2, if that I won't use. And so again, in my experience, 3 or 4 sets of these I've had. None of them have been really disappointing. I've never ordered a set of these offcuts and said, man, I wish I hadn't bought these. Every time there's been good value. So if you like to make single tube pens with Bethlehem Olivewood, which by the way is just amazing to turn, to finish, it's probably just one of the best woods to actually work there is. And when you get a piece that's has some grain in it, it's just beautiful. And if you yourself, or you make pens for people that have particular connections to the history, either Jewish or Christian people, it makes a fantastic gift or a fantastic sales item. So if you have any more questions about this product and my experience with it, please feel free to leave a comment below. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.